Today we'll talk about the partition, which resulted in the creation of India and Pakistan. It was a dreadful period marked by horrific violence and one of the largest migrations in human history. It is estimated that around 1 million people died and 15 million were displaced. Initially, many leaders like Nehru, Patel, and Jinnah believed that partition could be the answer to the Hindu-Muslim conflict. However, the aftermath was so horrendous that even they had to admit that it was a grave mistake. In Nehru's word, when we decided on partition, I do not think any of us ever thought that there would be this terror of mutual killing after partition. It was in a sense to avoid that we decided on partition, so we paid double for it. First, you might say politically, ideologically. Second, the actual thing happened what we tried to avoid. Patel too famously compared the division to attempting to divide the sea or river waters. He later regretted his consent, stating that the reality of being one and indivisible couldn't be destroyed. Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia argued in his book The Guilty Men of Partition that the Congress leaders were very hungry for power and ignored Gandhi's advice. On the other side, Muhammad Ali Jinnah used religion as a tool to gain support for a separate nation. But what did he really achieve? As Professor Akbar Ahmed says, Pakistan was a double disaster for the Muslims in India. He contends that instead of empowering the Muslim community, the result has been exactly the opposite. In undivided India, they were in power in 5 out of the 11 provinces. Being 1/3 of the population, they were a decisive factor at the center. After partition, they have been divided into 3 parts: Pakistani Muslims, Indian Muslims, and Bangladeshi Muslims, with little contact with one another. Furthermore, Pakistan, which was envisioned as a heaven for Muslims, has not lived up to that dream. The Muhajirs, Indians who migrated to Pakistan, hoped for improvements but encountered difficulties, and the Biharis in Dhaka faced heartbreaking conditions. Not to mention the two-nation theory has haunted India as well, with conflicts related to Kashmir and the terror that has claimed 70,000 lives. The partition was more than a geographical event. It was a human tragedy which continues to have an impact today.